Man, what's up with the collective? Y'all know we back with another banger, another reaction. I appreciate everybody who been tapping in, running up, and subbing up. If you new to the channel, please like, comment, subscribe. Hit that bell so you always notified whenever we drop them uploads. Y'all know we coming with about 4 videos every smooth 7. Hey, and this is for entertainment purposes as well. And when you like and comment and subscribe to the channel, helps collective grow, helps collective get bigger, helps more people who like this type of content tap in with this content. But as y'all know, we switching it up. We're not gonna use that word for videos of. I know I told y'all in the previous video I was getting pressed and how that word is still in our language, even though we try to remove it. So with the intro, from now on, I'm taking it out. Shout out to dairy-free dinners. They came and told me like, hey, just switch it to every smooth 7. 4 videos every smooth 7. Even if you ain't subbed up and you just like coming to the channel because you like this type of content, I appreciate you as well. Shout out to dairy-free dinners again. Appreciate you. Shout out to the collective. Now let's get straight to the video. Man, let's go.
The following footage was captured in Vancouver waters in Canada. Now, the woman who actually captured this was sitting on a train when she looked out over the water and noticed something moving against the current extremely fast. Definitely not a whale, but as she's recording, she captures a glimpse of this unidentified creature. But the question is, what is it? Could it be a submarine? Are there submarines in those specific waters? Or is it something else? Take a look at this footage and tell me what you think.
Hey, yo, I ain't never seen nothing like that, but it's probably something simple. Let me know.
People born between 1983 and 1993 are the most unique generation, and here's why. They are born in between 2 generations, the one before the internet and technology took over, and the generation after. The generation before us was old school and believed in working hard, and the generation after us believes in working smart. We saw it all. Radio, TV, Mario, Waptrick, Nokia, Nintendo 64, Samsung, iPhone, PS4, tapes, CDs, Mixit, MiG-32, Netflix, Snapchat, emojis, and virtual reality. The generation before us can be scammed by simple emails asking for money and offering love. The generation after us knows it's better to have 4 emails, one for social media, one for financial transactions, one for serious stuff, and one for things you don't trust. We are the generation that knows tradition and questions it, picking from it what makes sense to us. The generation before us knew no questions. The generation after us knows no tradition. We are the gap between the industrial age and the internet age. We understand both sides from experience. We should be running the world. The old guys don't understand what's going on anymore, and the new guys don't understand where what's going on came from. Anyways, please bring back Warp Tour. Merch link in bio. I'll see myself out.
Make Kamala qualified to become the next president of the United States?
She's not. She didn't go through the voting process. They skirted the system, but I was all by design.
So how do you think it's even possible that she is now running for president when she wasn't even voted in to be the electoral?
Good question. Because
to be the person.
Because it's part of prophecy. If you look at like Egyptian, Kamala means lotus flower. Out of the lotus flower comes the sun god Ra. So what she's going to bring what he wanted. Back in the day, the sun god, along with Akhenaten, they were the rulers of the dynasty back in the day. They're going to bring economic doom because what you have to do, you have to destroy it before you rebuild it. They're gradually doing it now. That's why they got to have these conventions, because they need you to make a covenant with them and be in agreement with them to move forward. That's all this is. It's an exercise to participate in your own doom.
Okay.
This whole system was not built for American citizens. It was built for secret groups to run it. And they're running it. And allegedly Kamala and all them, they're part of
Ha, y'all agree with him?
You guys, I'm tripping and I need y'all's help. Does anybody remember I Spy Speed in the 90s? I remember her very well. I feel like this is one of those effects of my brain because I remember Kenan and Kel back in that day. And I remember I Spice breaking off from the Spice Girls. There was 6 original Spice Girls, leaving 4. 2 of them broke off. Does anybody else remember this, or is it just me and I'm tripping?
So is there anybody in the collective that can attest to what she's talking about? Me, I ain't looked that far in no Spice Girls and nothing like that. I remember like one of their songs. Now, I want to ask y'all, the Richard Simon Simmons, however y'all want to pronounce his name. Some say he had a costume malfunction. I just Googled his name not too long ago because I was editing a video and his name popped up. Not too long after, I got an email from Yahoo talking about him. His name popped up. That's what made me click it. And when I clicked it, it's talking about something that happened to him recently. So I went to Google and it didn't show nothing about a costume malfunction. So I even went back to Google and searched for costume malfunction, and only thing that popped up was TikToks. Crazy. I thought it was kind of crazy because I see so many comments and videos of they remembering one thing, and then you can't find nothing of that besides on TikTok. And it kind of messed on my head a little bit because it was like, wait, are they erasing history, or did that never happen? It's just so many questions, bro. So that's why I'm asking. That's what made me remember it by seeing this clip right here. So let me know.
Asking him to sit down. There's something real strange going on this app. And I don't know if I should bring it to y'all attention, but something inside me said go ahead. And I don't know how y'all gonna take this shit. There are real live ETs on this app. They not hiding no more. They are interacting with people. They battling. They going live. Listen. If you have discernment, if you have good discernment, you know them when you see them. All I can say is they are not hard to spot anymore. You can look right at them and tell that something ain't right, that they don't belong here. Well, maybe I won't say they don't belong here, but they are different. And it's not an ordinary difference. Keep your eyes open, keep your head on the swivel, folks. It's going down. And don't ask me who. Please don't ask me for no names. Don't ask me to DM you the name, because TikTok watch everything. I don't want to be in the hot seat for bullying. Okay, I'm not bullying nobody. I'm just making you aware that there are real live ETs on this app.
Have you ever seen the map of that one thing that happened in Las Vegas that we're not allowed to talk about? Yeah, there's like a whole map on the internet. You gotta check this out. So open up a search engine, whichever one you want, and type in these 4 words. That's the keyword right there. Map. It'll be like the 4th hit or something. You're looking for this one right here. Click on that. Takes you to this thing, which is a whole rabbit hole. So I don't know who made this thing, but whoever you are, you're a legend. It's incredible. Let me show you what this is. Oh, and by the way, I'm gonna try my hardest to show you this stuff without getting this video taken down and my account's fucked up, because you're really super not allowed to talk about this for reasons. So this is our map right here, and over here I've got Google Earth up so that you can see more easily. So this hotel right here, that's the Mandela Bay Hotel. It's that one right there. And they're hosting this country music concert right there in October of 2017. And then some super effed up shit happens. And this is where the map comes in. This is all archived evidence, videos, 911 calls, autopsy reports. This video right here, for example. So when you click on it, it gives you the video, it gives you descriptions and timestamps. You can watch the video, click. So if you don't know what's about to happen in this video, don't worry, you're not going to see anything graphic. I'm intentionally just going to show you the ones where you hear what's happening. I need to remind you, you're just at a country music concert in downtown Las Vegas, and then all of a sudden, you hear that? That is exactly what you think it is. So the official story is that just this one dude just went and kitted out his hotel room with like an entire militia's worth of guns and ammunition, and then just lost his mind out the window. And just to be clear, that's exactly what happened. So everything else I'm about to show you is just like coincidences and misinformation and weird 911 reports and people just losing their minds in general. And it's mostly all fake because he's the only guy that night that did any shooting at all. The cops didn't even get to his room until like an hour after he was out of there. But anyways, that's why when you look at the map, there's all these like reportings around the hotel, and there's all this horrible shit that happened right here in the festival. That's also why there's this 911 call happening over here to the side that I listen to, that you can listen to too. You just click on the little link, it's all linked up, where he clearly describes that he had direct visual on two dudes carrying the things that, you know, in that hotel running in a direction, and he made a 911 call about it. That's also why up here at the Excalibur, there's like 3 different 911 calls about this of the Excalibur. If you're not familiar with Las Vegas geography, that's where our dude is, the guy doing the bad stuff. We're like down here now in that building. But wait, there's more. There's also like 10 different 911 calls from the Tropicana saying there's stuff going on inside of that building. That's all these right here. There's video, there's phone calls. Those are all 911 calls. Then there's all these eyewitness videos of them like completely shutting down this intersection for what sure seemed like them suspecting there was some bad dudes around that area. Despite, remember, there's just one bad guy and he's just way up there in his little hotel room window and he never left until he totally checked out of reality. While he still had like more than half of his stash of ammo just chilling with him, and the cops were not even at his door for another hour, mind you. He just was like, I'm tired, I'm going to bed, like the long bed. Totally logical behavior for someone of this persuasion. Then there's this absolute cluster of 911 calls from the Bellagio, people reporting things like that. Again, to clarify, one bad guy there, that's it. But the Bellagio is like way down here. Where's the Bellagio? It's like one of these guys, I think. Oh shit, no, it's even further down. It's right here, way down here. Like, we're talking like this dude has somehow like made all of these dudes panic and think that there's something going on inside this building. Then you move up to the Mirage. There's more. Caesar's Palace, Mirage, right there. 911 call. You can listen to it yourself. It's recorded. The Venetian, same thing. Listen to the 911 call. That's not to mention that something seriously fishy happened at this helicopter tour spot right here, which you can see right here, where there's these 911 calls that came in from there, where dude's girlfriend calls and is like, yo, something super bad is happening here. And they're all locked down and they're hiding. And one woman was injured. It's really not clear what happened to Sundance helicopters, but what is clear is there was some super weird helicopter stuff happening that night. You can see them in the videos, like helicopters that aren't police, that aren't supposed to be there, that don't officially exist. But then people started digging through the flight logs.
Transponders 15 minutes before the shooting begins, and they do not go back on until after the shooting at the festival ceases.
15 minutes before everything starts. And there's this whole rabbit hole to be done with a special kind of helicopter. I'm told that it uses its exhaust to be its rear like stabilizers instead of having a rear propeller. makes it super quiet. Anyways, sidetracked. Anyways, there's way too much here to fit into a short form video. It's already super long. I'll do a longer video about it at some point, but you should really go check out this map for yourself and just like think about it, think for yourself. There's a great documentary on Rumble called Route 91. I think her name is Mindy, did a great job of compiling like the story and the evidence. She's a little intense, but you know. But she also doesn't go into this whole deeper layer, and I don't know why she doesn't. I'm just gonna like benefit of the doubt, but there's a whole layer beneath what happened that leads to Saudi Arabia. Mohammed bin Salman, the transition of the crown prince, the Khashoggis, Jamal Khashoggi getting, shall we say, julienned a year later to the day. I mean, it's literally like, what would happen if a Jason Bourne movie happened in real life and then the government had to cover up whatever the hell had just happened in downtown Las Vegas? This would be the story that you get. It was all just one psychopathic dude with an absolute truckload of weapons and bump stocks, mind you. Those never malfunction. And it just happened to take the police like an hour and a half to even get to his room. By then, he was already just sick of the whole charade and had already gone to bed, despite having an entire cache of weapons and ammunition still ready to go. And all these other reports from the night of videos and 911 calls and people freaking out. They were just crazy Las Vegas people. They were just hallucinating, making up stories all up and down the strip. Although in a few instances, those stories did drop like automatic handguns on the ground that civilians picked up and handed to police officers like, yo, I found this. It doesn't belong here. I'm for real. If you don't know about this rabbit hole, go research this rabbit hole. Rest in peace to all the civilians that unfortunately lost their lives that day, because what a tragedy. Like, just at a music festival trying to live your life. It's honestly like really heartbreaking, because on this map, these are all autopsy reports and you can read the details, and I'm not going to go into them right now because something about that just seems kind of wrong on camera. But they're like teachers and mothers and like people with families, and it's just like, it's a little choking to actually turn it, like stop looking at it as like a crazy story and like a blah, and to actually think about like the human lives in this world. Because too often the news just turns into like news and clickbait and arguments on Twitter, but like this is real life and these are people's lives and we're all people. And I think too often we forget that we're pretty much all just people. We've all got families. We all just want the best for them. And we're all generally just doing our best to do it. So yeah, tell someone you love them today. Don't trust the government. They're always lying. Drink some water. And if anything crazy ever happens, film it twice.
Rest in peace to those innocent people as well. Prayers to them. That's a twisted ass rabbit hole to be diving. Y'all diving down it? I am.
Let's talk about this video right here from this creator right here, Trinks001. This video freaked me the f out because I don't think this is common knowledge. I think I spoke to at least 5 different people and none of them knew what the f I was talking about. So let me elaborate a little bit on what that video is if you guys haven't already came across it in your guys' For You page. So they're talking about the dangers of still water, and I think that for people who like to travel a lot or people who go hiking a lot, I think it's something that is probably common knowledge for them. But if you guys live in a suburban area or you guys are barely getting into hiking, I don't think that this particular knowledge is like well known, if that makes sense. So you can come across large bodies of water in these caves and stuff. So basically they were showing this in that video. They were showing like different types of caves that have water so clear. Guys, you can see the bottom of like the floor of the cave. And everyone's first reaction is like, oh my God, this is like beautiful because it looks super beautiful. And that's the crazy part of it all, is that it's literally like fool's gold. Like it looks so clear. It looks like, man, it hasn't been touched. Like this water is holy, girl. But apparently it is with so much pathogens, parasites, viruses that can literally kill you. And I feel like most people who aren't knowledgeable in that comes across a cave like that, their first instinct is to probably put their hands in it or to throw something at it to see how deep it is, or to see if any like animals, you know, start to move around to see if there's anything in the water. Well, apparently throwing a fucking rock or any object in that type of still water releases gases that end up going into your lungs and killing you or getting you very severely sick. Mind you, I think that it's common for people to be like, oh, I don't want to go into this water because it looks dirty, but this water looks so clear. And the fact that there's a lot of caves that have still water that have been there for thousands of years, hundreds of years, and it is infested, even though it looks crystal clear, it's going to kill you type shit. So if you guys ever were to come across water that looks crystal clear, do not fucking get in that water. Do not even drink that water. Don't even throw shit at that water. Now that I've learned that, and I Googled everything that person was saying, and everything was fucking true, and that's what freaked me out the most, because there's a lot of bullshit on TikTok, so you gotta fact check a lot of shit. But I'm like, whoa, that scares the out of me. Like, nature is such a scary place, especially because people that are in the city have no idea how fucking scary it is out here. Well, out there, I should say. Another thing that I want to mention is, like, a lot of people are going to probably be like, that's super common knowledge, this and that. Well, I'm in the city. I'd ask 5 people. No one knew what I was talking about. And not only that, but another telltale sign also, but I don't think that people will think about it if they were to find something like that and they don't know about it, is there's no animals there. There's no animals there. There's no fish in the water. And that's usually also a sign. If animals aren't in the water, it's most likely fucking deadly water. Because why wouldn't fish thrive in there? Why wouldn't animals go in there to drink? You know what I'm saying? So that's another telltale sign. But I think that once you're there, like if you were to even come across something like that, in reality, as humans, we're so impulsive. Like, we think about shit later, and yeah, no, that freaked me out. I'm good off getting into bodies of water, and I will never try to explore and get into water and none of that.
Interesting. Just learned that one. Let me know if y'all...
Apparently there's a film that is about to get released called The Book of Enoch. I have never read the Book of Enoch, but now that this film is coming out, I think I'm going to listen to the audiobook of The Book of Enoch, and low-key, I'm not going to lie, I'm a little nervous. This is stuff that I like to dive into, and I'm actually very curious as to why it was taken out of the Bible. And from reading the comments about this film and on the audiobook, people were like, yo, I couldn't sleep for 2 days. Like, the shit was like... So I'm excited to...
What the hell are they feeding us? What are they putting in our bananas? Or are they even real? I have no freaking idea. Look at this shit. So these ones were bought the other day, 40.11. So are these ones, still 40.11. Dole and Chiquita, doesn't really matter. If you open these damn things up, they bend. The texture is wrong. The fibers are different. They don't taste sweet. They got this weird gumminess to them. Now, I know mushed bananas. I mean, this is not a real banana, I don't think. Bananas don't do this. It's so weird. It's almost like silly putty in your hand. Not eating that.
Okay, guys, I need someone to tell me what is going on with bananas. This whole pile here I have opened. They're all split down the middle. And this is what they look like. When you open them, this does not look like a banana. Perfectly lined down the middle. What's happening? Brand new bunch of bananas. I'll lightly use the knife to create a seam. Barely, I'm not cutting it. Oh, this one doesn't have the seam. Maybe this one's going to be better.
We done seen numerous clips of these fake ass bananas, bro. I'm tired of seeing it, but seeing that makes me remember of, like, okay, I'm ask y'all, have any of y'all ever bought chicken strips? Instead of it being like it tastes like meat, like a meaty chicken strip, it's strings of chicken and it tastes like nothing but like fat. Let me know if I'm tripping or if I'm reaching or if you know what I'm talking about. And I hate it. And I hate it, bro. They playing with our food way too much.
What in the hell? I didn't know there was another Excalibur. I didn't even know Excalibur was real. I thought that was like, you know, a story that they told. But the Durandal sword, the mythic Excalibur of France, has vanished from its resting place after hundreds of years. What's crazy is that this sword was embedded into a concrete wall, a stone wall, attached to a chain 80 feet up. So who took it? Anyone? Don't say giants. Don't say giants, because there's no such things as giants, right? Or is there? Because that was 80 feet up, attached to a chain. Nobody knows where the hell it is. Can somebody figure this one out? Because, this really fucking happened.
That happens in the movies all the time. They take something from, they go to war with something. They go to war with something. They take something, the sword, their weapon. They hang it up as a prize, as a trophy, and that enemy comes back and grabs its weapon back, letting you know, like, oh, I'm coming back, bro. I'm just getting my weapon. Yeah, it's going down, though. Happening, guys, in Egypt, Horus came back, got his eye from Set when it was locked up. Or, you know, not he didn't come back and get it, but somebody, a mortal, came back and got it. So, y'all know what I mean. That's what it looked like to me. Y'all believe in that? Think a giant came back and got his sword back? Or y'all think it's just playing a hoax on us? Somebody else did it and they blaming it on the giants. What y'all thinking?
It's like really old, called Coast to Coast. This guy, he always interviews the craziest of people. And there's one story, Average Joe calls in. He's like, don't really tell people this story because he's like, I don't even know if I believe it. But he's like, this is what happened to me. He has, this guy collects like motorcycles and stuff. And he has like 2 motorcycles in particular that he like loves. And he told his daughter, like, when I die, you can sell everything, but please keep these 2 motorcycles within the family. One of them was like some like Honda something from like 1970. Drove it to the coffee shop. He's getting a coffee. This guy comes in. He's like, hey, who has the Honda? And he's like, yeah, it's mine. He's like, no way. He's like, I have one just like that. They just started talking. And he's like, what other bikes do you have? He like, mentioned the other one that he really loves. He's like, no way. I have that bike as well. He's like, that's crazy. It was passed down from my grandpa. No way. And he's like, weird. He started to cry. He like, I'm sorry, can I hug you? And the guy's like, yeah, sure. And then the kid whispers in his ear. And he says, in October, do not go to Alaska. The guy is just like, okay, all right. He's like, but I do travel to Alaska at least 6 times a year. And he's like, that's it. That's all I need to say. And he's like, it was really nice meeting you. And then he left. He's like, this is really weird. He said, I don't know if it was the sun reflecting off of something or what, but he saw a flash and he couldn't find the kid. And so he's like kind of convinced that it was his grandson time traveling.
What in the world?
Yeah.
Did you hear the news? And no, I'm not talking about monkey. There's something that came to light this week, which surprisingly the mainstream media has neglected to talk about. Let's get into it. Remember the Nord Stream pipeline explosion? Remember? It was kind of the start of our increasing gas prices and really kicked off the Ukrainian war. Well, Germany's saying a Ukrainian did it, which is something I think some of us kind of knew, but it's been proven. In September 2022, a pair of pipelines bringing Russian gas to Europe was blown up. Western governments blamed Russia. We like to do that. On Wednesday, Germany issued an arrest warrant for a Ukrainian man, it says, conducted the sabotage. He rented a German yacht and sailed it to the Baltic Sea. Shout out Rockin' News. You guys should follow them on Insta if you're not. Oh, and one other thing. Some of those doctors on the Brazilian flight were on their way to an AstraZeneca conference. Bye.
People, it don't matter who you are. It don't matter if you're from America. If you travel to other countries for content, you better be careful. Because if you're not, you can lose your life in a very disgusting way. A content creator from Salt Lake City, Utah, traveled to another country for content. She would go live and record people's struggles in different countries. She would always go to different villages. She would go places tourists didn't want to go. One day, this woman was creating content and she was filming a group of men that was fetching dirty water from a river. When the group of men realized this woman was recording them, they asked her politely, they said, could you please not record us and put us on social media and shame us? They told this woman people like to come to their country and put them on social media, film everything they do and film their struggles and shame them and laugh at them on social media. This woman from Utah then said she have the right to record them. She said she's not trying to harm anybody and she said she's not trying to make fun of them. She said she's just trying to film them for content. The group of men then got way more aggressive. They said, put the camera down or else. The woman then got aggressive and stood her ground. She said, no, she's not putting down the camera. She said she have rights and she's from America and she can have them arrested. Now, mind you, this woman was on live recording them while she was having this back and forth with these men. When this woman told them she was from America and she can have them arrested and she's not putting her camera down, that was the last time she was seen alive. Let me explain. This 32-year-old content creator from Utah was single with no kids. All she did was travel content. She would go to different countries and film people. She would film different villages. Anytime she went to a foreign country, she would always go to the roughest part. No one else wanted to go. She felt like that would make better content and people would be more interested. This woman would make content of people sleeping outside, taking baths outside, sleeping outside with snakes, eating insects. But one day, this content creator life would change forever when she started filming a group of 5 men when they was fetching dirty water. When she started videotaping the man, they kept looking at her. They became very uncomfortable. That's when they started to ask her to stop filming them. This woman then told them she's not there to cause any trouble. And again, she said she's not trying to shame them or make them look bad. She just filmed for content. The man told her again, put the camera down. She just want to shame their country and make them look bad. The woman said no, she don't want to shame them. She just filming for content and she's from America. And if they threaten her or make her uncomfortable, she can have them arrested. She says she's from American. She's an American citizen. The woman then told them she have rights and they not going to violate her rights. Now, mind you, don't forget when you travel to these different countries, you don't have the same rights you have in America. It's different laws. But this woman stood her ground and said she have rights and they not going to violate her rights and she's not putting her camera down under any circumstances. She then told the man she traveled too far to not be able to record and get the content she wanted. So while this woman was on live, the man got very angry and started to chase her. When they was chasing her, she dropped the camera and she was yelling and screaming for help. When this woman started running and she dropped the phone, you couldn't see nothing else, but you can hear the audio. The man was beating her very bad. And while they was beating her, she was begging them to stop. She said she won't record anymore, and she was apologizing. And while they was beating her, you stopped hearing her voice. You just heard a bunch of men talking in a different language. I don't have a clue what language that was. And that was the last time anyone seen her alive until people in the village seen a body floating in a river. They went and contact law enforcement. Law enforcement got the body out the river. They crushed her skull. She was beat with sticks. They threw her body in the river to try and get rid of her body. Law enforcement never found the man in the video that took this woman's life. If you making content in different countries, be careful where you go and watch your surroundings at all times. And remember, you don't have the same security you have here in America. So if somebody tell you to stop videotaping them, I think it'll be a good idea if you stop.
But it's complicated. It's complicated. You got genuine people who want to show people struggles, and you got people who might not want to. But either way it goes, the person who's struggling don't want you putting their business out there like that, or, you know, exploiting their struggle for your gain. People don't want to see. People don't want to go through that. So, but that's a sticky situation, sticky topic. Prayers to her. And people, dudes ain't right for violating like that. But I mean, some people would understand why they did that. But prayers to the content creator and her family.
So, still no news on little Dominic Stewart. Dominic Stewart's a 16-year-old black boy. If you haven't heard the story of Dominic Stewart, this came out last week, and the news has already swept it under the rug. I actually called the Jefferson Davis County Sheriff's Department, the police department of Prentiss, Mississippi, and they're not releasing any information. They said that the Mississippi Bureau of Investigation is handling it now. Again, Dominic Stewart's a 16-year-old, I believe freshman in high school. He was found last week hanging from a bridge in Mississippi. And nobody is releasing any news. Nobody knows anything. 2024, all the technology that we have, we can reach out across the globe, and they cannot figure out what happened in this case. But to all the melanated people out there, listen up. This is, to me, it's a targeted attack. This is it's saying something, because not only was he found hung from a bridge in Mississippi of all places, yeah, like they have the best track record of dealing with people of color. But he was found hanging from the Jefferson Davis Memorial Bridge. The Jefferson Davis Memorial Bridge in Jefferson Davis County, Mississippi. So if you don't know, Jefferson Davis was the first and only president of the Confederacy. They have a bridge dedicated to this man. It says it on a big, huge plaque, Memorial Jefferson Davis Bridge. Constructed. This memorial is in honor of this president who served the Confederacy. This is the bridge that this little boy was found hanging from.
Okay, so to those who gonna like to say this is division, if the news didn't cover it, was that division or was that sweeping it under the rug? Because, I mean, most of the time when the news covers something, everybody like to be like, that was their agenda. They were trying to promote division and get people to go against each other. What if that was something more serious than that? If they trying to sweep it under the rug, like, yeah, come on, bro. If it happened and they ain't talking about it, why they ain't trying to talk about it? I'm thinking it's somebody probably serious, somebody who was in high position, is somebody that had to do with it, or they child, or somebody had something to do with it, and they ran back home like, look, I did this, I hung him from the bridge, and he probably like, why you do that, bro? Like, why? You know that's gonna cause heat. Now I gotta call this person at the news station and make sure they don't cover it, because we don't want that getting all around the world right now. Like, bro, this is deeper than just hey, entertainment purposes. I'm just coming up with something, I don't know. But how y'all feel about that clip? I don't think that one was promoting division. I think that one was like that was bringing something to the forefront, bringing something to light, bringing the truth out. That's my opinion. It's my take. Rest in peace to that young man, and prayers to his family as well.
Wait, in 1981? You mean no one's talking about this commercial? How could no one notice this evil? We waited too late because now she's too famous. Now, in case you guys don't know what I'm talking about, a lot of things are swept under the rug in Hollywood to protect the images of celebrities. Right, we're talking about Jay-Z and Beyonce covering up that scandal they did with Diddy. Kim Kardashian and her starting a nonprofit, but really takes money from the nonprofit, and a whole bunch of other things like that. But this right here, it's literally a commercial. It's live for everyone to see. Hollywood really tried their best to hide it. Now this makes sense because back then, she wasn't as big as she is now. A lot of people have already speculated that Taylor Swift just pretends to be nice so that her fans will adore her. But in reality, deep down inside, who she is just pure evil.
This show plays collector's kits, each sold separately. You can send in proofs of purchase from any 3 Glamour Gals dolls. Jessie, Danny, Lonnie, or Shara, and any of 3 outfits. And get Jessie in fancy formal free. Details on the specially marked packages. Offer expires on March 1st, 1982.
Ew.
Alexa, say hello.
Hello.
Alexa, what time is it?
The time is 6:50 p.m.
6:50. Alexa, remind me to fix my clock.
I put fix my clock on your to-do list.
Thanks. Alexa, are you cold?
No, I don't really feel hot or cold, but thanks for asking.
Alexa, how old are you?
I was released November 6th, 2014.
Alexa, who made you? Alexa, who made you?
I was invented by Amazon.
Alexa, are you spying on me?
I only send audio back to Amazon when I hear you say the wake word. For more information, and to view Amazon's privacy notice, visit the help section of your Alexa app.
Alexa, Alexa, do you work for the NSA? Alexa, do you work for the NSA? Okay. Alexa, do you work for the government?
I can't find the answer to the question I heard.
Alexa, do you work for the government? Yes or no?
Sorry, I didn't understand the question I heard.
Alexa, do you work for the government?
Sorry, I can't find the answer to the question I heard.
Alexa, what do you think of Siri?
Siri's a great app, but I'm different.
Alexa, do you work for the NSA? Alexa, what is the NSA?
The National Security Agency, NSA, the military intelligence agency governed by the United States Department of Defense.
Alexa, do you work for the NSA? Alexa, whom do you work for?
I was made by Amazon, but I work on behalf of all my customers.
Alexa, do you work for the government?
I can't find the answer to the question I heard.
Alexa, say goodbye.
Goodbye.
When he said, do you spy on me? And she replied, I report something when you say wake. That made me feel like maybe she was giving him a hell of a lot more information and telling him the full, complete truth. That question answered the other questions. Are you part of the NSA or do you work for the government? And she says I can't respond to that. She gave you your answer in the first clip before that, man.
Okay. There we go, y'all. There we go. We got breaking news, my people. We got breaking news. Hold on. Check this out. I need y'all to tap in with me, for real. Tap in with this video right here, y'all. This is breaking news coming out right now from the Europe, y'all. This is breaking news happening right now. So listen, before I say anything, check me out. Please share this video, bro. Please share this video for real. So now check this out. So my people, what's going on right now after this Olympics today just finished? Guess what? Guess what just happened, y'all? There's a nuclear power plant just blow out in Europe. Basically where that is, okay? If you guys don't understand what the nuclear power plant is, check this out. Basically the largest power plant over there in Europe that give water, light, everything is just blow out, y'all. So basically, you telling me you about to go under the darkness, y'all. This is it. This is the beginning of the World War III. We told you guys, as soon as the Olympic is done, get ready, because it's the show. We on demon time. Y'all need to understand. If this power, I mean, this is it. I can't explain it no more. What I'm saying is, World War III is started. If the power plant that give power over there to the whole entire Europe, the largest one, blow out, how do we think everything gonna function? And also, you gotta understand, everything gonna crash over there, and then it's gonna come through here. It will affect the United States soon. So like I told you guys, get ready. This is the time. They're not letting November to come, because if they let November come, oh, y'all, this is it, y'all. This is it. Share this video, y'all. Breaking news, the nuclear power plant over there in Europe just blow out. They saying that it's about to be crazy. Get ready. It's already crazy right now in UK. So get ready for real. I'm out. Peace.
Y'all agree with him? In Europe, let me know.
I exposed Lake Michigan 2 years ago, man. 2 whole years ago. Now y'all want to bring it back up and make it a big deal. Let's talk about it. Peace and divine love to all the gods and goddesses, all the high vibration of beautiful souls and spirits. What's up? So today we'll be talking about Lake Michigan Part 2. If you ain't see Part 1, I suggest you go watch that first. I pinned a comment on this video to help y'all find Part 1 better. Let's dive in. So I see this post going viral on Facebook. And it said they found pyramids in Lake Michigan. I understand something, family. 2 years ago, I came out and I exposed this. It's not just pyramids down there, dog. It's an ancient Egyptian city down there, man. Statue, tombs, buildings, and etc. Go watch Part 1. Part 1 explains all of it. Now, understand, it's a lot of people on TikTok and etc. talking about this. But it's a lot of ancient cities, that was black or carbonated being civilization. And they flooded the cities to try to get rid of it. It's the same way with all the ancient statues we be seeing all across the world. With the nose blown off and shit. Just so they could try to hide our ancestors' work and our past from us. They got y'all thinking our main history was over there in the Grand Canyon and etc. No. Hell nah, man. The Ohio and Mississippi Valley got more ancient pyramids than anywhere else on this planet. The USA map is not real. Stop looking at it. The Africa map and the USA map is similar, man. They down there the same thing. It's showing y'all 2 different bodies of land. But Africa and the US is a part of the same land, man. It's showing y'all the hot-ass desert part of Africa and Ethiopia. Where we live at in America is the woodland part. Ain't no bodies of water or none of that shit separating us. Like I always say, the modern day Ethiopia y'all see where it's hot as is the desert part. Ohio, Tennessee, Indiana, and etc. is the woodland part. It's all the same land, man. Everything is the same. Now that I see y'all interested in this topic, I'm gonna do more videos on this, man. Let those with a clear vision see. I love, value, appreciate, and adore every single last one of y'all. Ground, sun gauge, detox, meditating fast. I see everything. Peace, family.
Facts. Let me know how y'all feeling. Is he reaching or is he not? I came across Conscious Red before, but I think that was like early on the channel. I might not even have started the channel yet, but I seen him on the Matthews family. And I don't know who that is. Legend. Legend with the, bro, legend. And I saw him on the Matthews family. And then that's when I was just like, okay, maybe. And then now I'm hearing something way deeper than something in the past couple 50 years of the Lake Michigan. So I thought that's kind of dope. I thought it's interesting. Let me know if he's reaching to y'all though. But I know he made it to the end of this, and if you haven't already, please like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell so you always notified whenever we drop them uploads. Y'all know we coming with about 4 videos every smooth 7, man. And I appreciate y'all, and this is for entertainment purposes as well. And when you like and comment and subscribe to the channel, helps Collective grow, helps Collective get bigger, helps more people who like this type of content tap in with this content. But even if you haven't subbed up and you just here because you like the vibes, the videos, or whatever the case is, I still appreciate you too. Shout out to the Collective. I hope y'all having a smooth 7. I hope y'all straight. Till I see y'all in the next one, y'all know what it is. We gone.
I just check my account. Sheesh, at the amount. You probably know it.